Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So we're going to keep an empty cup so we can really see what's up, darling. All are welcome on the channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. With the Queen of Cups energy, this is representing clearly someone who is could be coming towards you or communicating with you, collective, and showing some kind of compassion, or maybe they're going to express that they have some kind of care or consideration for you. This could be someone offering a helping hand. This could be someone who's affiliated. Maybe you're looking for, I don't know, housing. Maybe you're looking for resources. But whatever this is, there's someone who's going to approach you, male or female, and they want to offer you a helping hand. You may turn down this helping hand. You may ask this person, oh, well, wow, this person is going to approach you with an assumption. Okay. Spirit is saying someone's going to approach you with an assumption. They're assuming that there is something, some kind of resource, or they're connected to something that they feel can help you. And you may tell this person you're not interested. Now, when you tell this person you're not interested, I'm not picking up that you're being disrespectful or mean. You're just going to tell them, no, thank you. This person may take offense, and this person is only taking offense to you saying, no, thank you, thanks, but no thanks, because this is someone who is passing judgment. So this is someone who is just projecting and passing judgment on you. They feel that you are in lack, not that you are in lack. This is someone who is passing judgment, and they feel that you are inferior to them. They feel like they're better than you. This is their thoughts. This is not your truth, Spirit is saying. And they have me repeat that. This is not your truth. This person may begin to act weird towards you, and Spirit is saying for you to keep in mind, you are not doing anything wrong. This is them projecting their energy onto you. You know, this is like having a relative or maybe a parental figure, collective, who is very controlling. You're a full-grown adult. You know, you take care of yourself. But sometimes we have people in our families who are very controlling, to the point where they want you to take all of their advice. They want to live through you, basically. And if you say no, they become offended. So I'm getting the energy, that's this Queen of Cups, is someone who's going to get offended because you don't want their helping hand. This person could just be trying to connect with you, or no, connect to you because they want to live through you. It's coming through clearly. This could be someone who does this on a regular basis. They look for people pretending to offer to help them, but reality is they want to live through the people who they offer this help to. So it's not genuine. It's not of pure intentions as well. And there's something here about, you know, people often aren't in the energy of wanting to reflect or work on their inner selves. And we live in a world, collective, where people enjoy projecting, judging, and studying what's wrong with everyone else outside of them, because it helps them to deflect from what's going on with them. So this is this person's energy here. They're projecting onto you and pretending like they're presenting, because they're pretending. It's unpure intentions, like they're helping you, when in reality, they're just deflecting on what's going on with them in their personal life. You know, this could be someone that you're single, they're married, maybe they want to hook you up with someone. Maybe they're paying matchmaker, and you could say, you know, no, thank you, not right now. This is someone who would get offended because you said no thank you. You don't want them playing matchmaker. I'm not picking up that you're disrespectful when you tell this person no of whatever they're asking, because I may have not named the resource, but whatever they're going to offer you, they're going to present it as if, I just want to help, I thought you could use, but it's fake, it's not real. It's okay for you to say no, have no guilt about that. But Spirit is saying that this is someone who does this in a habit to different people. They've been doing this their entire life because the issues that they have in their personal life or their marriage or in their career, anything they feel insecure or need resolve on, rather than address what's wrong with them and what they need help with, they find a temporary bandage. It's like putting a bandage on a wound that you got to change it eventually because maybe the gauze isn't enough or the bandage just isn't enough. They feel like they can temporarily suppress their misery that's going on in their personal life when they find other people whom they can critique and project their negative energy onto, or make them feel inferior, or look at other people as if they are beneath them. When in reality, this could be someone who, maybe they live a posh life. Maybe they live in a gated community. They could have 2, 3 college degrees. They could be married. They could have the picket fence. They could have all the material wealth. But this is someone on the inside who's mentally and spiritually disheveled. So Spirit does not want you wrestling with yourself or stressing. Allow this person to think what they want. Do not allow them to question you. Your yes is yes and your no is a no. Okay? Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, but folks do that. There are people who habitually look for people whom they feel is less than them, or that they feel it's not that you are less than them, and they feel, if I can just put all my attention over here, then I don't have to focus on that I'm really miserable on the inside. I'll just focus on everybody else outside of me, and then I'll feel superior. So this person, they could have a personality disorder and be unaware of it. This is someone who wants to feel like they are a leader. And there's nothing wrong with desiring this energy for anyone, but they want to do it under false intentions. Their intentions are unpure, they're unrealistic because they're not trying to help people. They're doing this to stroke their ego. They're buffering their ego, their self-esteem, and it's all an illusion. It's fake. It's a lie. They're not kind. This is not a kind person. This is not a leader. This is someone who is emotionally disheveled on the inside, spiritually broken. And because they don't want to face, the problems in their own personal life, they rather attach themselves or try to force themselves in the lives of others. It keeps them, in deflection mode. It keeps them in a mode where they can ignore. It's kind of like putting a finger in your ear and saying, la, 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 I'm going to ignore it. Well, you can ignore the things that needs to be resolved in your life, but like spoiled milk, if you give it to a baby, that baby will do what on your shoulder? Vomit. It'll come right back up. So you can run, but you can't hide from your truth. So meanwhile, you are someone who's very courageous and you have a lot of confidence, and there's something about your spirit or your energy that can be intimidating. Maybe you don't have the same belief system as this person. Maybe you're someone who dresses different. There's something very unique about your character, and you stand out amongst the rest. You get attention without even speaking. You get attention without even trying. You're not a competitive person. You're very natural in your state of being and how you present yourself. And this person is irritated. They're irritated by that. So they want to assert themselves in your life as if they're coming as a helping hand, and they're not. Their intentions are unpure. This person is very unhealed. And see how brave she is waving that fire over her head, not worried about a strand of her hair blowing up to that blaze. I say that's bravery right there. And this is someone who wants to try to break your spirit. It's something, not that they will be successful, but this is just a spiritual notification. They don't like how brave you are. They don't like how unique you are. You have the energy of someone who is free. You don't have a effed up mindset. And it's obvious the way you communicate, it's in your walk, it's in your talk, the way you demonstrate yourself on a daily. And it's intimidating to this person. And what's happening is this person is measuring, like this. I'm on a throne. The collective is standing up with no shoes on in the sand. I know her feet is dirty. I wonder when has she last taken a bath. Very germy and nasty and playing with that fire. What is wrong with her? And meanwhile, you're like, woohoo, yeah, baby. They don't like that energy about you. They want to know, why is it that you are so unique? What is it about you? Why are you so brave? Why are you so courageous? Why are you willing to be in your authenticity and you're not concerned of the opinions of others? It's very bothering to this person, okay? This could be something involving culture or religion as well. You may be someone who doesn't have the same belief system and they're wondering, they're looking at themselves like, wow, my entire life, I've been a follower and the collective is a trendsetter. What is it that I'm doing wrong and they're not? With the Four of Pentacles here, this person has a mindset of wanting to control everyone outside of them in order for them to feel secure. That's what this is representing. They feel secure within themselves when they are able to control people around them. So this person could have a reputation, and also you may hear through gossip. This could be in a social group, a community, in a neighborhood, in your family, on a job. I'm picking up a job setting as well. You may hear about this person, having a habit of asserting themselves, but their intentions are unpure. Okay. You may hear about this person can have a reputation also of falling out with people and just creating a lot of enemies for some reason. But you're very courageous. Your energy is intimidating, and it's not because you're doing something wrong. They don't like that you are a leader. A leader is someone who is original in their state of being. How you present yourself is what you see is what you get kind of energy, and how they present themselves is, they go along to get along with people. No, I'm not going to live over here because, people look at me funny. No, I'm not going to shop over there because that's a cheap store. No, I'm not going to buy no brands. I must have labels. I'm just giving an example. This is their mentality. And you're someone, you're like, what's on sale? Give me the big supply. What's on sale today? Where the coupons at? And this could be someone who likes coupons, but they hide them in their wallet and they only go early in the morning because they're ashamed of coupons, that kind of energy. Okay, so someone could like coupon clippings or something like that. They still exist. I believe they're digital, they're online now. Uh, but there's something there. So yeah, and then with the Hermit Energy Collective, you also could be someone who, by choice, you enjoy your alone time. Someone very spiritual, very wise, very smart. A lot of people may misjudge you when they see you on the outside, but when they get to meet you and you speak, you surprise people. Of the knowledge that you have, you surprise people of how articulate you are. And when people get to know you, they really begin to love you. But this energy here of this Queen of Cups, this is someone who wants to change the idea of how you're seen. And it just doesn't work that way in life. Just because we don't like that someone is courageous and brave and, they don't live the life we live, it doesn't mean that God is going to allow us to intercept. Because what's written in the stars for you is for you. And it's meant for you to be yourself. It's meant for you to be different. And that's why you have a crew of your own. You have your own friends, associates who you gather with, who celebrate you. They love that you are courageous. They love that you like to ground and stand barefooted and wave fire over your head. They're not passing judgment on you for, being independent and courageous. They're applauding you. And so the Six of Wands is being celebrated for success and people celebrating with you as well. And so that can also irritate this Queen of Cups energy, like, and there's actually people that support that. I can't believe they support that. Oh no, this is someone who just freaks out over nothing. Oh, it's a spider. Yeah. So yeah, but this person, Spirit is saying, this person is broken on the inside. Don't let the material materialism that they present on the outside fool you. They're very spiritually and emotionally broken and disheveled. I mean, look at the demeanor on her face with the shades on, throwing shade and looking shady. Like, I bet so and so and so, so and so, so and so. And so they're just projecting their fears and their insecurity. And you're not the only one. Spirit is saying there are other people. There are several other people whom they have tried to do this to, you know. But the fun fact about people like this, because it exists, there are people who will try to, even, claim to be a helping hand, and they're actually not. They only partake in deeds to deflect from the things they need to work on. You can tell when a person has love for others in their heart and it's genuine. It's not something that you can pretend. You can tell. Energy is real. And so with the world card here, your world is moving forward and you're progressing. And they're wondering, this person is confused. Like, how is the collective doing it? The collective even have people, their own friends, their own social group, that loves them, that supports them, that is just like them. You could be someone part of a motorcycle club. Hey, I'm seeing somebody on a bunch of motorbikes going riding with your friends on a nice sunny day, got the bikes out. Okay, and I can't believe they on that motorcycle. It's just not safe, spewing a bunch of negative energy. And meanwhile, you got a whole group of friends, they got bikes too. It might be 30, 40, 50 of y'all. And when y'all step out, y'all deep. It's a lot of y'all, you could be part of a car club as well. People still have car clubs. Yes, they do. And so, yeah, this person is constantly, looking at the harmony in your life, the harmony, the love, the success, and the happiness. And it's having them in shock. And the fun fact is that, we all are uniquely, individually, divinely created, and we're put here to learn and grow. We're supposed to learn from each other instead of being jealous and being angry or wishing a downfall, wishing to see someone hurt and lose. It's not the idea, but we have free will. We're really supposed to be inspired by what we see. And this Queen of Cups is supposed to be inspired to go within his or herself, because this could be male energy as well, genders, fluid, and tarot. This person is supposed to be inspired or encouraged to go within themselves and seek the healing that they need in whatever area, instead of looking at you like, you're a leader, and people respect you as a leader, and they're like, how? I have several degrees. The collective didn't even graduate, because it's not about that. God doesn't choose based on whether or not you graduated college. Now, there's nothing wrong with obtaining a college degree, but that's not how it goes here. It's not about doing what's trendy. Like, how is a collective a leader? Yeah, they're a dropout and they're from the hood, and they're wondering where you get this joy from. Your joy is genuine, collective. And people know, not only this person, but people know when they see you, your happiness and your joy is genuine. You may be someone that animals come up to you. You may be someone that if it's warm and sunny, maybe the butterflies and the bumblebees want to land on you and not sting you, but land on you. Maybe you can stand in an environment around bees, even the queen bee or the bumblebee, and not get stung. That kind of energy. Your energy is sweet. Your aura is sweet, and even nature knows. Okay, very grounded. You see, you're in the sand with barefooted, and they're looking at you like, why do they have their shoes off? Because this is the thing to do. We all have free will, and we get to pick and choose what we want to spend our time and energy on a daily. We get to pick and choose that, but there are people who really feel different. They feel that, no, that's not true. But yes, it is true. We have free will. And it looks like you have chosen to stand in your authenticity and be yourself. And that's why it's changing your world. You have love here. You have peace here. You have support here. Okay. People who respect you and honor you, And yeah, we're supposed to be an inspiration to each other, but unfortunately, it happens opposite. People grow envious of each other. People want to project negative energy, if you're not doing what they're doing, or so keep doing what you're doing, because I'm pretty sure one day you will be an influence to someone in a positive way. Instead of them being hateful, they will look and admire what you do, And you could be in the gym working out. You see how this person is on their bum bum and he's frowning like, what is the collective doing here today? This is that Queen of Cups energy. Always working out all the time and exercising, but you're looking good though. Yeah, and after that, they're on their way to the beach to go twirl some fire. Now what? This is someone who always have lemon or salt on their tongues. Just putting down others. Instead of just minding the business that pays them. They're trying to figure it out, and the truth is, there's nothing to figure it out. With this Rubik's cubes here. There is nothing to figure it out. This Queen of Cups feels like, doing what society says is normal is a way to fit in and live a happy life. But what it is Queen of Cups and people who are in this energy, they're finding out that, following the societal norms is not the way to be, is not happiness. They're finding out as they've gotten older and move forward, it's pure misery, it's unhappiness. Keeping up with the Joneses, being a follower, doing what they do, doing things to be liked, to be loved, to be accepted, seeking validation. They are finding out that what they have been programmed to believe and think with happiness and life and love, confirmation is, they're finding out it's the reciprocal. Like, I've been taught a lie. And so at this time, I believe I said it earlier, or I was speaking in another read, worldwide, we're receiving a lot of truth and clarity on many levels, and also another dimension, spiritually speaking, Ashe, about what's truth and what isn't, and it's people, a lot of people who, call things a conspiracy and it's a lie, they're finding out that everything that they denied is something they should have been embracing. People are finding out that everything they denied are some things they should have been embracing. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. Yep. As I speak of awakening, look at that. A lot of awakenings are taking place. What a wonderful time to be alive. My, what a wonderful time. People are getting vindicated, and yes, folks are receiving their justice. What a wonderful time. What a splendid time to be alive. Magnificent. Oh yeah. And so this awakening, as those gates are opening on this picture, is opening people up to a new idea. And that Queen of Cups energy, that's what this person's problem is, male or female. Instead of spending all his or her years and time passing judgment and measuring and comparing yourself to other people and, trying to make yourself feel superior, this person, by, having false intentions towards helping people because you feel insecure within yourself. It's opening their mindset and their heart, just you being in the presence of this person, whether this is someone personally, collective, spirit is saying who this person is, whether this is a co-worker, or this is someone in your community. It was meant strategically, so spiritually speaking, for you to cross this person's path, because the divine is trying to show this person that what you thought is not true. The way you thought love was is not true. The way you thought life should be is not true. The way you have been judging others is unfair. That healing you need to do, you need to get to it. So this person, in spirit, is saying this person is going to constantly meet people who are brave and adventurous like you until they open their eyes and realize it's time for them to go through their own awakening. And see, people feel that wisdom comes with age. Oh, I'm so-and-so age, and I won't be here. People say things like that. I would never speak over myself like that. I watch people cast over themselves all day. Words are powerful. You should really be careful what you speak, but people assume that wisdom comes with age, and it's far from the truth. So they're going to keep coming across people like you because it's time for them to have an awakening and change their mindset and perception of life and how they feel about everything inside and outside of them until they get the message. Okay. So yeah, until they get it, and that's when their world will change, when they pass the test. So the more people that this person encounter or come across, they're assuming, oh, this is someone I can offer this to. I can help them. I got some extra clothes to give you. You want them? When in truth, you're not really trying to help anyone. You're really deflecting from the brokenness that you feel on the inside. This person is having psychological warfare. They have a personality disorder, very diabolical, very. And so they're going to keep keeping their rose-colored glasses on, but they'll stay confused. Uh, Sitting on their throne, and the throne that this Queen of Cups is on is not a throne of royalty. This is a throne of confusion. This person thinks because they have maybe commas in the bank or material things that they are superior to the people around them. No, they have the items, but they don't have the happiness. They don't have the love. They don't have the peace. They don't have the spiritual connection. This is someone who is in denial. This is someone who needs help. Later.